toe. Hot topic, dropping knowledge straight from Chicago. And it's our point of view, so tell me what you gon' do. Drop a line, don't be lying, trying to get with the crew. Cause we be talking them facts, exposing them fiction. Man, it's so real that we be causing some friction. Probably something you missing, ain't no need to be dissing. Just relax here and listen, because we spittin' and sippin'. The Stezo Radio Show, 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 the Stezo Radio Show.
Alright, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Stezo Radio. This is new. We're doing a freestyle / topic episode. Topic is... I'm sorry. The whisper made me laugh. Topic is the ADOS movement. ADOS is... What is it, yellow?
I think it's the American Descendants of Slaves.
Yeah. American Descendants of Slaves. And they have a beef with all these British, Nigerian, basically non-black Americans getting these jobs in Hollywood. It's some shit that started. So let's get to these intros so we can get to this topic and get it going. Go.
Another box.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Lee Bizzle.
The impeccable Ancient Curry.
God.
Now I'm gonna start like this. I'm kind of on the fence with the whole ADOS movement because and I'm not trying to shift the topic, but I'm getting tired of all these titles for certain black people in America. You got the Moors, you got the Nation of Islam, you got the Israelites. Now you got ADOS, and then ADOS is built on a bunch of bullshit I'm hearing. Like, it's just, I'm a little tired of it. But I do understand, huh?
It's the ADOS bullet.
Like, okay, like an example that I had seen in the video. Basically, I don't know if she's like the founder or she's like the spokesperson, but she was basically telling the reporter who was, he was born in America, but his parents were immigrants from Nigeria. And she was basically saying how they come from privilege and stuff like that, and they don't have to go through, and their history isn't the same history that we experience as American, African Americans.
You do realize that this is further divisiveness, right?
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm pissed off.
That's why I'm not going. I'm not going.
Now my bullshit on this was, like, this whole ADOS was stolen from another man. He started this movement years before they did.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And his movement wasn't on their movement.
They're just using the title.
His movement was, and I'm sorry, I can't give him credit, but his movement was for Africans who are Americans who are descendants of Africans can find out their lineage. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
We all
it was supposed to be an enlightening thing, like you can learn your heritage.
Right.
We all don't come from slaves.
Right.
Okay.
And they don't give him his credit, and he started this movement. They just took it and they taking it to another fucking, you know what I'm saying, another form with the Hollywood thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's my reason for saying this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get upset. Like, let's be real. They targeted the Harriet Tubman movie because the lead who played Harriet was not of American descent. She's British, and they say her grandfather owned slaves. So it's like they took that time to say, you ain't a real black American. And y'all know I've been, since day one, what the fuck is a black American? We've all been told since day one, we don't know our history.
Right.
So how do you then come in and tell us that we don't know history, but you
who
don't know enough
what gives you the right? What gives you, whoever it is that's speaking up on that, what gives you the right to say what they're saying?
And that's my point. It's like, I don't understand your movement.
You blacker, or I'm sorry, you're more African American. Like, what the fuck gives you the platform to be able to say that some shit is one way or another?
Well, they're saying it because of this whole reparations talk. They're saying if, for whatever reason, if reps happen, who should get it?
It should be just the
Nobody.
descendants of slaves,
Right.
and
Right.
not the people that were not
Absolutely.
the descendants of those that were
Absolutely.
free.
And if you can prove that, but you have to go through the trouble of proving your lineage.
Yeah, I feel like everybody,
It's like any other
everybody
claim.
that was traumatized needs to get paid.
It's any other claim.
I think
Proving
the house
your
niggas.
lineage.
I think
And
the
how-
house niggas got
and
traumatized
And
too.
how many of those people are still around?
Nobody.
So nobody deserves
Not-
reparations.
Yeah,
No,
that was
absolutely not.
that was 100
I'm-
years ago.
Actually, I'm going on a family reunion where I'm going back to find those generations before my grandmother and piece
I'm not
put
saying
those
that-
pieces together.
I'm
But
not
you
saying
don't
that
think
it's-
you
it's
don't think we
multiple.
affected, Yella? That from redlining and all the other bullshit, we not affected.
I believe something as drastic as reparations should go to people who were majorly affected. Now, a
Well,
lot
shit,
of
we was all majorly affected. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
I
Okay,
would say I would agree
I'm-
because of this, because of the traumatic outcome of how we are right now. The fact that a black man can't drive around with a hat on with tinted windows.
Or
and-
get a cab.
yeah,
Right.
or get pulled over by the police on
No,
a random traffic
no,
stop, or
I'm
fucking
just
like
looking
walk
at
down the street. The
I'm
fact
just
that we
looking-
are subject to that right now
No.
is the reason
That's
why.
not gonna change. We can give reparations. That's not gonna change. Like that's systemic.
Yeah,
The shit that's going
reparations
on-
is gonna make motherfuckers hate us even more.
No, all it's gonna do is make them love us even more because they're gonna find ways to get the shit that you got. You're gonna give it right back to
Are we
them.
gonna give it back to Cadillac?
You're gonna give it right back to them because you ain't gonna know how to act when you get it.
Yeah, we gonna get Cadillac. White or black?
And Jordans.
No, we got no Jordan.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I got no Jordan.
Shit.
I got one pair. I'm good.
And the weed industry that went legal. Watch what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna sell crack.
White people smoke weed vastly.
Absolutely.
A little bit
Absolutely.
more than
They
America.
ain't they ain't been locked up like we been locked
Absolutely.
up.
weed
Exactly.
every day.
Yeah, they ain't been out here serving dime bags
All
on
I'm
blocks
saying
and
is
getting pitched
you
off for
have
that
a-
shit. Like,
You have
No,
another.
I mean, because they still have the complexion for the protection.
I don't like how she said that. It's sexy. Say it
However,
one. Clear that throat.
but reparations is still something that, of course, I will always feel that's owed to us. That's a debt that will always be owed to us.
Very much so.
I personally feel the same way, but I don't know how they gonna calculate that.
Now that I don't,
I don't know how you can
No.
calculate the amount.
But
because
here's
there
the
is
thing.
no amount. I mean,
If they did,
ridiculous.
if they did, do
I
you see
don't-
us being able to position ourselves where we're no longer in the state that we are in collectively going forward?
Yeah, would that step us
So
up
here's
as a
the
class?
thing.
With good leadership, yeah.
Do black folks really follow?
No, I'm not even talking about leadership because now everybody has opportunity with.
Equal opportunity.
No, you don't. You'll never have.
No,
equal
you'll never
opportunity.
have.
No, I'm talking about
equal
amongst
opportunity.
each other. I'm not talking about amongst
No.
them.
No, not even with amongst each other.
Right.
I honestly think we need to get the same tax breaks that immigrants get. Like because that program has already been laid out and it's been shown to be so successful. The downfall is that black folks ain't got that same financial
Well,
backing.
you have to
They're
understand.
not bringing that oil
no,
money
what,
over
what you,
and doing
what you
what
have
they're
to
supposed
understand is America has made money off of the immigrant. That's part of how things work because they're the lowest. They're at the
Mhm.
bottom of the chain. So
Okay, but America also made money off free labor from
Slavery.
right.
Right.
So
that was
technically
option
it
one.
It's the same thing.
That was
It's the
option
same
one.
thing.
Option
Like
B.
you did it once and this is what happened. Now you did it again and this is what happened. And I
So-
think you take the two and you tally them up and that's how we get cash
to
out.
go legal, you went immigrant.
So look, I asked this because I personally got like a different kind of outlook on like slavery and that whole situation. Do we, if we do require reparations, and we do request reparations, do we require the reparations from the buyer or the seller of the slaves?
Both.
Both.
I say both.
They double tax us. Yeah, they double taxing us.
Because that's how the market exists.
Even if black folks
The market
bought
wouldn't
us,
exist.
they need to be cashed. They pay
Here's
tax.
the thing about market.
Yeah.
Ain't no market without a buyer and a seller.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
you got to get them both.
Yeah.
Even the black folks that bought us to save us need to be taxed. That's crazy, because it's fair. But it would be fair. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if the ones that brought us benefited down the line, lineage wise, yeah.
yeah.
But that's why I get confused with ADOS. Because to me, they fight is not for that. They fight is basically if you're black and you benefit off the backs of black Americans, you shouldn't benefit. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well,
I feel Hollywood is hiring
As far as
outside
that
blacks
goes,
for,
as
you
far
know.
as that goes,
Well,
yeah.
cheaper labor.
As
Yeah.
far as that
Yes,
goes,
Hollywood is-
I agree. I definitely agree.
but that's any good business.
But wait
Okay.
a minute. Wait a minute.
Any
If
good
you-
business is going to try to get labor at the cheapest amount possible.
But
Yeah.
but if you were a black slave owner who didn't have overseers and whips and beating motherfuckers and doing all that type of shit, are you supposed to be treated differently? Like that's the downfall to slavery. Like if the white folks would have brought us over here, that brought slaves into this country, and fed us and clothed us and made sure we was healthy enough to work instead of beating our ass and mistreating us and
You
treating us
act
like
there
we
was
was
some
property.
good slave owners out
That's
there.
what that's my
They was-
point.
They was still
That's my
slave owners,
point.
though.
Do you punish the bad
Yes.
slave owners?
Yes.
You punish them all, they were still slave owners.
But
What the fuck?
maybe it was
You
there
all
are
old.
there are stories about black people who owned slaves and they bought the slaves because they were financially stable enough to buy slaves and keep them away from being treated wrongly. Like they would still take these slaves and put them in the fields and pick shit and make money off of them, but they wouldn't beat them and do all that type of shit they was doing to them.
Understood, but that is now I'm a black man going into business doing the same thing that this white man is doing. However, I'm going to make the conditions even.
So you're a quarter
Well,
wrong.
better,
You're not
but-
completely wrong, but you're a
No, I'm
quarter
still
wrong.
wrong.
So guess what? You still got.
That's why I said you're a quarter wrong. You got the whole wrong.
No, you're wrong.
You
Wrong
got
equally.
You
You're
got to pay
equally
too.
wrong, huh?
You got to pay
Wouldn't
too.
Wouldn't the wrong? Wouldn't the wrong be determined on how, like you said, you put them in the field, the black man put them in the field on how they got
No,
paid.
you
Yeah.
still. You
No,
still,
how they would. No, how
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
how they
you
were
treat-
treated.
you
How they
ran-
were treated.
You
That's
ran
why I
a
feel.
slavery corporation. You ran a slavery corporation. All slavery corporations got to pay. Every one of them.
Right,
Yeah.
but it's
I don't give a
kinda-
fuck if
but-
you.
but-
I don't give a fuck if you was the
But
nice
no,
one.
it would be different. Like if your job you worked for them, but you didn't get paid, but you get paid
Yeah,
for your
yeah,
job.
yeah.
So you
I'm
saying
So-
if they hired the slave but they paid the slave,
or paid whatever kind of way they did it. I'm saying wouldn't that determine
If
on
you were in
if
the
they
industry-
paid them, then I feel
Right, that's
you're
what
not
I'm
in the
saying.
wrong.
But what if-
They didn't
that's
get
what I'm
paid.
saying.
What if they
Oh,
was
they
a
get
rest
paid.
haven for slaves? What if they was bringing slaves into a situation
me.
where
But they
listen,
didn't.
where they
So-
was where they
show
wasn't
me.
beating the slaves? They was making enough money where the money was the money that the slaves were making was taking care of the
It's
slaves.
still free labor.
No, it's not. If it's going back into the slavery, if
No,
it's
it's
going
still
back
free
into the
labor.
pot.
It's still free labor.
Free
So-
labor.
You're not
Because
giving
you
them
didn't
their
beat
money?
me, I still work for you.
You're not giving them their money.
It's like buying shares in your job. It's like buying shares into slavery. And it's your job trying to convince you to buy shares and shit.
Yeah.
That you're never going to get, and you
Yeah,
can't
Right,
cash
so
it
you never
out.
gonna
So if we
see,
take
you never
if
gonna
we
cash
take the
out.
history of how white folks treated slaves, and you take the black man and he treated slaves different. Like we had white folks out here had the sons fucking the mamas and you know what I'm saying, reproducing slaves and all that type of shit. But what if there was a slave
here's
owner
the
that didn't
thing.
do that?
Here's the thing.
He knew
I've
that he
read
knew the
stories.
business. He knew the business, but he conducted himself in a respectful and honorable way with the fact that these slaves are also conditioned to be slaves.
But he's an anomaly.
We call him the benevolent white man.
I need some
Right, exactly.
Right,
I
why?
need-
What if it was black?
I
I'm
need,
just saying.
So
I need
why-
somebody to speak on his behalf.
Why? So I've been reading.
Everybody
I've been
dead,
reading these
you
old
pay the tax.
stories of
You pay like
black
everybody.
slave owners who were just as vicious. Blacks who lynched their slaves who ran away. I'll send them to you. Who did the same
You ain't gotta do
thing?
that. I believe you.
Who did the same thing?
It was a
Right.
modern
So-
But I'm
practice.
not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones that didn't.
But the ones that didn't was like damn near half of 1%.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be too hard to pick their ass out. That's my point.
Why would you pick them out when the majority did the way they
Right.
did?
Just like the old Muhammad
just-
Ali saying, if it's 1,000 snakes and 10 of them are bad, am I supposed to go in and be like, oh, since 10 of y'all aren't bad, then
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna let the other
Right,
990 in.
Motherfucker
right?
snakes,
Why are
all
you
of them.
trying to find this good white savior?
I wasn't
what-
calling
what-
them
You're
white
just
though.
going against the grain.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't saying it was white. I was saying it was black.
Why you trying to find a good black savior then?
Right.
Because I believe that I have faith in the fact that maybe some rich black man or some nigga that look like you, house nigga, you understand? Decide, okay, I inherited boss of shit, but I'm gonna treat these niggas that's on my plantation different.
I'm not saying it didn't happen, but the Schindler's List for black slavery is small.
It's
Ain't
gotta
no
be,
list.
It's got to be literally
So
1 or 2%.
light-skinned people should get more reparations.
That's what it sounds like.
Listen,
Because
That's
they
not
was
what
a
I'm
nice
saying,
one.
bro.
I went to the African
That's not what I'm
American
saying, but it's
History
gotta be
Museum, and the green, what is it? The Green Book,
Yeah,
The
the
blue book.
Green book.
once
Green
you
book.
Green
Green
once
book.
you see what they had to do just to travel,
Thank you.
you just start understanding how shit just worked. And I mean, you had places where, how the fuck you gonna get out of town and not nobody see you? You ain't got no transportation. How you know what I mean?
Maybe that's the issue. We really don't understand what they went through. Back
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
And
that's
that's
so true.
and that's part of what when I'm analyzing the situation,
Mhm.
I like being able to connect with somebody that was either there or get a first person account of
Like
how shit
educated,
was,
yeah.
because you can show me all of this shit in the book, but I don't know how shit really was. You know what I mean? Like
I don't really
Right.
think
I
we
can
ever
see-
gonna know.
I can see how
I can
a
see.
legal case went, how whatever they presented and all of this stuff. Well, I don't see the story about how they tried to present the shit and it got denied. You know what I mean?
I give you that.
So that's when I start understanding, like, man, like you was dealing with a whole county that was against you. So everything that
that's-
was going through the court system through that county was getting buried. So
But
you
that's
didn't have a
also
chance.
why I can see somebody taking a sacrificial whipping though. Like you got the black owner and they like, man, look, I got to treat my niggas like the white folks treat their niggas so that they stay off our ass.
But
I
you
can
have
see
to
somebody
understand-
taking that sacrificial
But
whipping.
but understand, you taking that sacrificial weapon, what they did was they took your land.
It wasn't recorded.
They
though.
choked you. They
They just took it.
Yeah.
took it back then.
And then basically made you a slave again. You
Right.
seen 12
Or
years
buried
a
your
slave.
ass. Like you was just dead. That was it. You know? So it wasn't no black man being
Yeah,
able
you can
to,
pretend like you wanted what you wanted, but if they wanted it, they took it.
Right.
Yeah.
because you didn't deserve the shit in the first place. So they was just looking for a reason. So you was either gonna go with the program and do like you was supposed to do.
They was eminent and domain in your ass.
But
Exactly.
let me ask y'all, do y'all think it is something with this whole British, Nigerian, like non-American black actors getting these roles?
I
Do y'all
definitely
think it's
think
something
they,
there?
I think
It
they're
is.
conditioned different than us. They are different black folks than we are.
No, they hungry.
No, I think they're
Right.
just
You don't
taking
think-
advantage
think
of
we
the
hungry?
situation.
You don't
It
think we
ain't that,
hungry?
though.
They hungry.
I don't
ain't
think
that,
they
bro.
had that.
No,
They're saying
it's
they're
not
not
simple.
traumatized like we are.
Here's the
It's
thing.
not
Here's the
that.
thing.
As a generation, as
They
a
don't-
people,
They don't recognize. First off, they don't recognize the same type of racism because
They
they're
don't.
oblivious to it because they
They
weren't
are.
here. Secondly, they're getting paid probably a nice amount in their standards in comparison to what they're doing over there.
Right.
Okay, but it's cheap labor here.
Very much
All
so.
we got is a black face that's popular because what black people love to see that black face. Idris Elba, he's the new Denzel.
Hollywood
Okay,
USA
so at the end
is
of the-
different than Hollywood,
London.
Earth. Like
yeah,
everybody
everywhere.
outside of America gets treated differently when they come
Well,
into Hollywood.
that's because Hollywood is Hollywood.
yeah, it's
Right.
American
So
Hollywood.
what's hot right now, what the trend right now, and to be honest, if you look at Hollywood, it's been a lot more Asian. Just like you see a lot more.
Ain't been a lot more.
You see a lot more LGBTQ themes. You see more Asian bullshit. What's the movie? Parasite. Who won the best picture this year?
The Asian.
That was an Asian director. Get the fuck out of
right
here.
this
That was Korean.
year.
Understand? We're talking about what's trending.
Yeah, you got
We
That's
talking about
that's
what's-
this year.
you gotta talk about
Moonlight
what's
won
happening right
last year.
Understand
What
that.
mo- what won last
Understand.
year?
It's all
Moonlight, yeah.
it's all about marketing and making sure that yes, we keeping this shit out here. But this ain't. This is throwing bones.
In America,
But who
this
wins
is-
majority of these awards?
Yeah.
You brought up
Exactly.
the Oscars. Who wins the majority?
in
Exactly.
America,
White America.
Exactly.
in America,
But
Asia,
to keep the shit
Asians is
going-
under niggas.
to keep shit
We
going.
won last year.
To keep shit going. Who's winning now?
Yeah.
Who's getting the roles and who's winning now?
Yeah.
Well, if you're talking about the black roles, we're talking about British actors.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're the ones that actually playing the roles. Why?
But
Because
that's
it's
that's
cheap
the
labor.
problem.
Yes.
I don't think they're doing.
I'm
no
not
cheaper
saying
than
it's
us.
not a
They-
problem.
They
You
just
got-
doing the same work.
The
No,
problem
they-
is the industry.
They doing the same work for the money. For the
But you,
same money.
but you telling me you.
I
But,
don't think
They
it's
show
that
it.
work.
but, you,
Yes.
but what
Yes.
you're telling me is
I don't know.
we don't
They're
have
cheaper.
black American actors that work for the same scale.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I
No.
don't know. I don't know
They
how
yes, we
accurate
do.
that is.
We don't listen.
I don't know how accurate that is.
Michael B. Jordan, is now calling his shot.
Michael B. Jordan, not the fucking catalyst.
Understand
It's
this.
a thousand underneath him.
No, but who
who's
the fuck?
going to sell
I'm not
the
going to
movie?
see Morris Chestnut no more. That's Chestnut. That shit is over with. He's
Right.
not popular.
He ain't
Okay, so
the
basically what
only
he's trying to
one.
say is, hold on. So basically what
Lorenz
he's trying.
Tate. Lorenz Tate.
So
He ain't
Out of
the
there.
only
basically what
one.
he trying to say is
I'm
this.
saying that whole
Idris Elba and Michael.
He's hot.
Hold on. Idris Elba and Michael B. Jordan ain't checking
Hot.
the same bag for the same movie. Same
Well,
role.
now
now they
That's
are.
what I'm saying.
Okay, but who else is out there?
Michael B. Jordan and dudes
Give me
from Get
somebody
Out
else.
ain't gonna clock the same
What's he
thing.
doing in Westwood?
Yeah.
See, what you saying is
What's the
give
dude-
you
what's the
give
dude
you
that
a
All these,
give you
all British
hold on.
dudes.
What's the
Hold
dude
on.
that
All
played
British
Peoples?
actors.
Hold
What's
on.
the dude that played
No.
Peoples in Shaft?
what you saying
That's
is
on
I'm
Westworld.
going there.
what you
What's his
saying
name?
is give you a big name.
He played
What
on
I'm-
Cadillac Records.
Hold on.
Yes.
What I'm saying
Something
is
like-
these British are not big names and they get in the road.
They
Understand.
are big names.
And what
Okay.
no, they not.
They are
They're
big
big
names
names.
in
Listen.
Britain.
No,
Yeah.
they not.
Yes, they fucking
Yes, they
are.
are.
No, they're not.
In Britain,
Oh my
yes,
God.
they
Yes,
are.
they are.
They
Yes,
These
they
are their stars. They're
Yes,
good
they
enough
are.
to be stars
Yes, they
there.
are.
Now they
Slow
can be
down.
stars in America.
Yes, they
Please
are.
research.
That's how that shit works.
Please
Idris Elba.
research.
Idris Elba
No,
has a.
Idris
has
is
what?
is
He's
the
not-
norm.
Idris
he's
ain't
the-
that.
he's
He's
not
the
the
anomaly.
Idris is
He's the
different.
anomaly.
He's the anomaly.
Okay,
He's
so-
the anomaly.
Idris been
So,
popping since
I'll say
Tyler
this.
Perry was a bum.
I'll say this.
That three.
I'm seeing a
what
lot
that
more
fuck name
British
is?
actors.
Yeah, that shit.
I'm seeing a lot more British actors, and it's not that it's upsetting. It's more disturbing because it's just like, how are they coming here playing our roles? Okay, I do feel that. I do feel
The
that.
guy that got Get Out.
Yes.
Are y'all telling me he was big in East? He was big in British.
He
In
was.
Britain.
You seen him on Black Mirror?
No, I'm
Big?
asking you.
Yes.
Are you telling me he
Yes,
was
he
big
was.
in Britain?
What
He
I would
was.
say is,
So when he says I was a no name in Britain, and you're telling me he's big, prove to me he was big.
Big,
I'm not
big,
saying-
not
No,
to the
no,
point,
no,
but
no,
established.
no, stop,
He
He
stop.
was
said
established
Stop.
already.
He
said that
said
himself.
I'm a
Hold
no
on,
name in
hold on.
Britain,
He said
Hold
that.
on.
and y'all telling me he
hold
big.
on. I'm not saying he's big. I'm not saying.
I'm not
everyone-
saying you. I'm saying Ancient is saying
I'm not saying he
big
was
in Britain.
big. I'm just saying he was
Ancient
established.
don't know.
He said he
Ancient
was
don't know
a
what he's
no
talking
name
about.
in Britain.
Ancient don't know what he's talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so let's move past.
So
that.
when they come
I'm
over
telling
here,
you-
we adopt them as being
Yes.
big names.
No, we're taking on to them because they black.
But we're
They're
saying
in-
they're big
listen,
names
listen.
because of what?
Listen, I'm not saying that they're always
Harriet
big names.
Tubman. Harriet Tubman. The
Can I-
lead
can
in
I-
Harriet
can I-
Tubman.
I
Hold on. The
I
lead
don't
in
know
Harriet
who the
Tubman.
fuck she is.
Exactly. No one did.
Hear me on this.
So is she a big name?
The girl, listen. The girl that it was one of the girl that was on Black Panther was on fucking Top Boy. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
she was on Top Boy, so it's not like I didn't recognize who she was. Same time, she probably had a following, whatever. She comes over here. She probably did Black Panther for dirt cheap.
They all did.
Okay, guess what? But they did that shit for opportunity because they hungry, right?
Right, but you got
So-
Angela Bassett
so
getting,
hold on.
getting SAG.
Hold on.
SAG
So
wages.
so
What
once
the
you
fuck was
first,
Angela Bassett
but
doing
hear me
before
on
that?
this. Look at this as a business. I get the first person signed on from over there at this dirt cheap ass price. Well, fuck all of these names over here. I'm only gonna pick and choose who I want from over here. I'm gonna get the older people because they don't want as much. They ain't got that. They ain't getting it. They not eating. You know what I'm saying? So Angela Bassett, let me get you.
It's a bunch of black
Bro, I
actors
was
that
say,
don't want
I was
big
gonna
money.
say, you don't think
Hear
it's
me-
you don't
hear
think
me.
it's a young black actress in Hollywood that's
You don't think
African
Dwayne
American
Wade
now
want that
that would have
job?
took the same amount of
Yes.
money that old
Come
girl
on now.
that played
Yes.
else. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, but they don't want them. They don't want them.
And the reason
They want
is
something
they
because
want
And you
them.
gotta
They
admit,
want them,
you have to admit as a
and
as
that's
a,
what I'm trying to tell
everybody
you.
sitting at this table and watched a million black movies. You gotta admit that was the perfect mix. That Black Panther shit was the perfect mix of new and old black
talent. Right,
motherfuckers. Like,
exactly.
come on, man.
Exactly.
They gotta know that they use the
The only
old heads
people-
to
the only
introduce some
people-
new motherfuckers.
Only people you see doing that shit, like Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is blending a bunch of different people. You see Tyler Perry toying with it. I don't think he does as good a job for him to be in the position that he's in as far as bringing everybody back in. But like, you see every now and then somebody trying to like tap in the boat.
But what they're saying
But
is when it
Hollywood-
comes to prominent black stories that deal with black America, you're getting British actors.
Absolutely, because
You're getting Nigerian actors.
Because for them,
You don't see a problem with
they-
it?
I didn't say I didn't. I said I do. I said I feel that. I feel it. At the same time, I understand the business side and why the fuck they doing it. It's fucked up, but I get it.
It's a good excuse.
I think a motherfucker who hasn't lived through the experience, who is trying to act the experience, is probably going to be better at dramatically displaying the experience than a
How is
motherfucker
that
who.
possible?
Because if you live
understand.
your everyday life, bro, if you live your everyday life like that as as a Black American, everyday being in this situation, is you get numb to it. It's not something that you can.
Here's my thing.
So you
fake.
saying
Wait a minute, hold on, I'm talking. Hold on.
You talk too long.
Now, if the British do that shit, they have to pick up a character and pretend to be what they are.
Okay.
They're gonna do better at it
Here's
than
my-
we are.
No.
So
We
a
know
drug-
to the
so-
shit.
How
so
do
a drug
they?
dealer?
How can they do it? How can they play that drug dealer so well?
Wait, hold
Because
on.
they done studied the fuck out of us.
A
How-
drug dealer who's not a drug dealer
Straight
will
up
play the
barrels
role
then?
better.
Tell me about it.
Right.
Tell me about it.
Right, exactly.
I'm saying, a
How
drug
do
They
they
dealer.
do that?
made that show what it was
How can they do that?
because they emulate us
So
very well.
So here's the thing: if they doing it, and you got a whole crop of talent to fuck over there, and you paying them pennies in comparison to what you got to pay,
All they gotta be is
even
dark
even
skin,
the average person over here that got their
Ain't you
SAG
just
card.
said it?
All they
gotta
gotta
be is dark
do is
skin.
look
You
black
got your
and
talent.
speak English. That's it.
What you mean? They
Bring
got
it.
figured
That's
it
my
out.
whole
Bring it.
point.
Since they over here doing our shit, we finna go over there and do that accent. So we're gonna take over that bloody
yeah.
fucking film
Hell
and shit.
yeah.
But the
We're gonna
money ain't the
infiltrate
same.
that shit.
The money ain't the same. The money
I don't give a fuck. I take a goddamn
here's the
person right now. You can put me over there. I'll be one
Here's
of
the
some
problem. Here's the
bitches.
problem. Guess how big it is over there.
exactly. The money ain't the
Guess
same.
how many opportunities.
Exactly.
So, damn it, I'll go over there and be the American. Nah, I can't say
That was
Do it.
good.
Hey, listen.
Hey, that was good.
Let's go to the Philippines.
So they
Go to
do.
Philippines, you're an ex-basketball player.
So they do a
And
Mike
they all take
Tyson,
off.
a Mike Tyson
No.
story, and they go get a British actor. That he wasn't here for the culture.
Hold on. But the
Y'all good
niggas
with
that watch Mike Tyson grow up is gonna have a problem with that. The motherfuckers who was assuming that they
As
picked the
a-
right motherfucker
as
to
a-
be Mike Tyson, they gonna roll with the punch.
As a fan of movies, if the story is good, I'm going to appreciate what you present.
See, I was against ADOS, but now I'm like, damn, they got a point.
They do have. I understand that they got a point. I understand that they got a point. But
I
at
just
the
think
same time,
we don't care. I
It's
think
like a
Black
motherfucker
Americans
buying
don't care.
Stezo Radio from
What
you
do you
and
mean?
doing way better than you expected to ever be.
what do you mean?
Stezo Radio is not a
Are we
black
talking about reparations?
show.
Are we
No,
talking about
I'm just
reparations?
saying we don't care. We don't
No.
care who leads the message when it comes to our stories.
Who leads the message?
I
Yeah.
never realized that, but you're absolutely
okay,
but
right.
because no
We
one
don't
else has
care.
ever.
Okay, so
There
here's,
has never been
here's-
anybody but black folks at this table.
here's what I
So
feel.
I would not know that until something other than what has happened
Fuck all
happens.
We don't care.
If it's somebody black,
I'm just saying.
I want the true story to be told. As long as it's somebody black.
It's being told by them and their blackness. And their
Listen.
blackness wasn't born and raised
No,
in this country.
I have a problem with that. Yeah, hear what I'm saying?
But the actors,
If it's a-
but
if
ADOS
it's a-
is saying
Hear me.
ADOS is saying these actors is that problem.
Do you
No.
think they still went through
if you're
racism?
talking about if I've written a story,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I've written a screenplay,
Right, that's my point.
okay, me,
They might
I write it
understand.
about
No,
Chicago.
not a new movie. We talking about you're taking historic figures. That's what they talking about. Historic figures. I'm talking about a brand new story.
If here, okay, so if I'm telling the assassination of Malcolm X, and I
Mhm.
finally found out the truth, okay, I finally found out the truth, and I'm presenting that shit to everybody, and I want everybody to know that shit. I don't give a flying fuck who plays Malcolm X, where he came from. He can come from motherfucking Rwanda, okay. At the end of the day, I need the story of Malcolm X told because I need everybody to understand what the fuck really happened.
So you don't care if
I wouldn't.
Akon played Malcolm
I
Akon's
need-
kind of dark skinned.
I need him-
light skin.
No,
No,
I
okay,
want
okay,
to know the answer
okay.
to that.
As,
For me-
as simple as that, though.
I want to know
for
the
black
answer to that.
In the context
Remember the
of
dude
the
that
character,
played-
the character has to look
Martin
like
Luther King?
you have
Yeah.
to
And some-
look like him.
But,
was
but,
a
the,
little
but the
light,
whole
wasn't it?
point is that shit's not happening.
If it was,
You saw the Thurgood Marshall movie. You saw the Dr. King movie. They don't look like the
I didn't
motherfuckers.
listen. I didn't pay attention to the motherfucking movie. First off, I watched this shit. You know what I watched this shit in the context of? They trying to tell this fucking story.
That's it.
That's how I watch shit
Fuck
now.
how they look. It's
But you
shadows
just
of
said
the
you
people.
pay
This is
attention.
no, I don't look at the images. You're always. I don't get caught
How
up in
do you
images.
not? I'm saying right now,
Because
a
the
light
images-
skinned,
the
a
images
light
is to
skinned
make it
motherfucker can't
appeasing
play
to your
Biggie.
eyes.
A light skinned dude can't play Biggie, and a dark skinned dude can't play Heavy D.
That's because you know what?
But
But if they was
am I wrong
fat, I
for
could go
saying that?
halfway in. If it
Why
was
would
a
I go
fat
halfway?
light skinned
You're
nigga and
not-
a
you're
fat
not-
dark
you're not-
skinned nigga, I might
You're
be
not
outside.
wrong. You're not wrong for that.
I
All
think
I'm
I'ma
saying
rank the
is,
Heavy D movie.
all I'm saying is, if that shit was on my screen and I'm trying to learn about whatever this director is presenting, I'm gonna watch the movie and appreciate it for what it is.
See, this is why
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson gonna be a white man.
Exactly, it is.
You said
Now
well,
here's
my-
the problem.
yeah.
Already was.
It is.
And Martin Luther King gonna be a white
Here's
man.
It's gonna be a white man. I said the same thing. Because again, if you can bring it, I'm going to be a
by,
fool.
Here's the thing.
Nigerian
No,
dude.
what
Was
I'm
it
not,
Nigerian?
I'm not saying, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that they can't be black. I'm not saying that they can't be black.
But you're saying it's okay if a light skinned dude play
I'm
Biggie
going to-
and a dark skinned dude play Heavy D.
No, what I'm saying is okay if it's a British dude playing Heavy D and a
That's
British
what I'm
dude
saying.
playing Biggie.
If the
Whatever their
motherfucker
color
look, if they
is,
look like
don't
Biggie,
matter.
I asked.
If they act like them niggas,
I
I'm with.
simply asked.
I know what you
if
asked.
a light skinned
I
and
know
dark
what you
skinned them
asked.
rose, and y'all said y'all cool
I know
with
what
it.
you asked.
I'm trying to figure
I know
out
what
why.
I know what you asked, and I want you
Because
to
what's gonna
As
happen
long as it's
is
not River Phoenix and blackface,
when
I'm
they
cool
when
with that.
when they tell the Obama story in the White House, you gonna have two light skinned
Well, first
motherfuckers
of
playing
all,
them
It's
roles.
gonna be real
First of
hard
all-
to get a nigga
first
that's
of
not
all-
light skinned that play
First of
Obama.
all,
That nigga
are they
gonna
gonna
be clear.
tell the real story? They're not gonna tell the real fucking story anyway.
If
So
we
if
was
you
a
dumb
part
enough
of
to
it and
think
don't
that
know
you
the
gonna
real
watch
Does it
the real
matter if
story,
they got
it
light
don't matter
skin
what the fuck
playing
they
it?
got on the goddamn.
It does matter.
It don't to me.
Hey, let
So
me-
you saying right now I can play
It's gonna be bullshit.
motherfucking Keanu Reeves life story?
Odds are
You?
the Keanu
No.
Reeves story is gonna be half bullshit anyway.
You're not
Come
John.
No, I'm saying they were not
Coming up
allowed
next
it.
week on
I
A&E.
seen it.
I'm just
Star
saying,
Wars.
Stezo.
Stezo is John
Star
Wick.
Wars had a black dude, and the
Keanu
fucking
Reeves.
fans
Yeah.
got pissed,
John
Yes,
and
they
they
did.
killed that shit. They
Yes,
tried
they
to
did.
kill us before it happened.
Yes,
We
they
don't
did.
do that. We just sit back and say, "Hey, it's
He
cool
was a new
because
character though.
they tell my story." No,
He was a
no,
new
we
character.
pussy. We pussy.
He was a new character.
We pussy.
He was a new character.
Black Americans is pussy.
I don't know if you know this,
Yeah,
but
they
that
pussy.
Galaxy 5
Don't
Ways is
matter.
a fantasy.
It doesn't matter.
We
Who,
pussy.
who gives a fuck if it's a black or white man in a fantasy world?
I tell you
I'm
right
talking about
now,
real shit.
you can't even change
I
Yoda
get it.
color.
Why?
Make make Yoda gray.
Yoda's green.
Alright,
Make
cool.
Yoda gray.
Okay.
Niggas lose their mind.
Because the
We
late,
pussy.
because the
We
late
pussy.
Landau ain't a brother. It's gonna be a mother.
Thank you. We're
If
pussy.
Lando Calrissian and brother,
Man, if he come out as a little Chinese dude,
We're pussy.
I'm fighting somebody.
I was pissed off
And I
when
would
Jazz
too.
when Jazz and the
I would
Transformers
too.
wasn't black. I
Cause
was
that's my
pissed
man.
Man.
Right.
That's my man.
We're
That's
pussy
my
though.
man.
Because we just gonna
You
sit
can't-
back and say, "Hey man,
You
go
can't-
ahead," because the
Here's-
story's getting
No, no, no.
told, and we want everybody to hear the story.
But that shit is in
We
a
pussy.
fake ass Galaxy
I'm
far,
not
far
saying
away.
it like that.
Doesn't matter. They would not allow that to happen in the fake ass galaxy far,
I'm not
far
saying.
away.
I'm not saying.
And
it
we
in that
allowing
context.
it in real life history stories.
How?
He's passionate about.
I'm telling you, I
how
see
you
it.
feel.
Hey, let me ask you.
Because we go to the movies and
I
support
can't
the
do
shit
it.
that they put out
Because
there.
we do not try to shut it down before it happens.
Yeah, I'm not trying to shut shit down because I can't shut shit down. Don't nobody care about what the fuck I say.
Hey, let
You
me
know what
jump
I'm
in for a second.
That's how I
First of
look
all-
at shit.
First off, this is very interesting. I don't know about none of this shit.
Mhm.
Just very interesting what y'all talking about. But you all was talking about the British actors coming over, taking the roles or whatever, right? Now, or immigrant act or whatever. So
Think
we
they
talking
gonna
about
scrap their production and start over.
Idris.
All of them.
Like give me the dude from
I don't
Get
know
Out.
their names like that.
Right, from dude from
Get
Get
out.
Out. The dude, I can't think of the other dude's name. The dude that was, I know what you're talking about, but anyway, like you said, this cheap labor, but is it also the sex appeal? Does that have anything to do with
I don't think so.
these guys? Like
I don't think so.
Chadwick Ball,
They dark.
would he be
They
one?
darker.
No,
Because
no,
the whole-
he's not. He's not.
Listen,
Oh, okay.
listen. Light skinned dudes ain't in right now.
No, I'm just saying,
You
is it
shouldn't
the
be-
sex?
you shouldn't be-
No,
is
it's
it
not.
sex
yeah.
It's
appeal
not. It's not sex appeal.
with the
Huh?
whole natural look?
Oh,
These
wait,
brothers.
No, I like
Is
skin.
it?
I like skin dudes.
Oh,
No, we talking about acting. We talking about
Oh.
acting wise.
I know. I'm talking about.
And none of these
acting-wise.
guys are not actors.
Even
There's
though-
no light
I like-
skin.
I like skin actors in right now.
Even though Hollywood is in California,
No, I'm just wondering.
the
You
shit
know,
that comes
light-skinned
out of
dudes don't
Hollywood
hear that
goes
shit,
global.
But, you know, I just really want to know what's in right now with actors.
You mean as far as black people?
Black actors. What is in? Is it black? Is it light skinned actors or dark skinned actors right now? You think? What do you see more? No, I'm asking
Let
a
her-
woman a question.
What is that? got to do with?
Because I'm going somewhere.
You got somewhere to go. I understand it.
I think it's from what I see, it is very dark skinned men and very ambiguous looking black women.
You say strong feature type ambiguous.
Ambiguous as no, like you don't really know what they're mixed with.
Right. Right.
So they could be light skinned, they could be dark skinned, but you might not know if they
No,
British.
you don't know what.
No, we're saying they're not all of
colored.
they're not
They're
black.
colored, but you don't know what
Right. They're not
nationality
black,
they may be.
Right. They're usually the women are more than likely, you know,
Fair skinned alike.
Fair skinned alike. But the men here lately that I've been seeing, screen wise, have been dark. Like the Get Out guy, the
soft dark.
The
you ever notice that they're not hard?
No, they're
not.
not.
They're soft dark.
The dark skinned young guy from
Us.
Him
from
is,
Black Panther, the one that was the monkey.
Yeah.
Can we let her go?
Yeah, I'm trying, but
asking.
you keep doing this
Yeah, I
other
know.
shit.
You get quit. No,
Yeah,
you're
let her
leading
talk.
her.
Let her talk.
dude
Y'all shut the
from,
fuck up.
Snowfall.
Yeah.
All of them.
All
of
dark.
those guys are.
And they're all not American.
And they're all not American. So.
See my point?
I don't see your point.
I see his point.
But I'm
They're
So,
dark.
I want
Okay,
to explain.
So
we need to get on this.
there are
motherfucker
different
shit.
reasons why
Hollywood is
they
the
go
leader,
out
light-skinned
looking.
niggas,
They
though.
go out looking for certain actors. Maybe Americans ain't black enough. They don't have that right.
Stop, man.
And that's exactly what them damn motherfuckers is saying. That's exactly what.
That's what ADOS is saying. Like,
Okay.
you can't find darker skinned actors? Come
They're
on,
not looking.
man.
But what else?
Come
But what
on,
else is it?
Stop.
What else is it?
Come on,
Cause
man.
you
They're
got-
cheaper.
That's the
Yeah.
question.
Cause
They're
the guy-
factoring all
Cause the guy,
kinds of
No,
shit.
they
cause the
not
guy,
factoring
cause the
nothing.
guy,
Gotta
cause,
be.
cause real
They gotta
shit.
be.
The guy on fucking Chicago PD could have played any role that fucking Idris Elba played.
Right. Denzel's son could have played. in the
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Denzel's son is getting roles, but maybe he's picking certain roles.
No, see, we saying maybe. What we're saying is off face value.
We don't know what they
Denzel's
turned
son.
down. We don't know.
We don't know, but again, I'm not doing the whole what if. I'm just saying Denzel's son ain't charging no fucking $5 million. This
He-
nigga
he
is
ain't
on a
charging
show
senior
on
person.
HBO. Come
That
on,
sound
man.
like bad management.
He-
Then.
he
That don't
not-
sound like.
We don't see
He
him
gotta
on
work his way
Netflix.
up. He gotta work his way up.
We don't
Come
see him
on,
on
man.
Netflix.
He coming
Come
from
on.
great pedigree. It's like Michael
You
Jordan.
ain't seen them on Netflix
They
neither.
ass at
I see Sean. What's his name?
I don't know. You tell me. What's his name?
What's Sean with the? He ain't got no hair. Oh, he got all the brothers and shit. Wayans. Sean Wayans out there trying to hustle on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? I don't see.
Do you want Sean Williams playing?
Yeah, that's a bad example.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck who it. I don't give a
Do
fuck
you want
who it
him
is.
playing, bro?
I want to see.
That
I
was my
want to see.
whole problem.
I wanna see
that.
black
That was
entertainment.
a
The
bad
I wanna
example.
foreign
see-
actors may be acting better.
I
It
want to
just
see
comes down
black
to
entertainment.
No.
I don't care. I want to see black entertainment. I want to see black faces on my screen.
We gonna have
Okay.
that nigga that plays Super
That's
Fly
where
for
I'm
every
at.
movie.
That's where I'm at. I like seeing black faces on my screen. So it really don't matter. It just need to be quality.
The
No,
nigga-
what I'm
the
saying
nigga that played
is-
Paperboy from
the
Atlanta is
woman-
about to play a gay
The
superhero.
woman, the woman
he's
who,
gay.
the woman who
I'm
played
just saying,
Harriet
but like,
should have
who
been
else do we have?
African
Hold on.
That don't
One at a
surprise
time.
me.
One at a time. One at a time. What you say?
That never surprised me.
The
in the first
woman,
place.
the woman who played Harriet should have been an African American woman.
Yes.
Did you see that script?
Perfect.
Did you see what the movie
Perfect
was?
example could have been.
Did you see that the movie
I
was
can't
Hold on,
bullshit?
The movie was kind of whack.
The movie was bullshit.
Does
What
it
that have to do
matter?
with being an
Does it
African
matter?
American?
Nobody
Because
wanted to
one-
take that goddamn
because
movie.
one-
That movie
because
was some
It
of
wasn't
bullshit.
offered.
Because one,
I feel like
because
I
one,
honestly feel like the way I was
You shit
taught
me if you
about
think it wasn't offered.
you
the
could
way I
shit
was
me.
taught about Harriet Tubman.
She couldn't have been
and
the first
the
choice.
portrayal of
She
that movie.
could have been the
One
first
at a
choice.
time, please.
I'm sorry.
The portrayal of Harriet Tubman in that movie did not seem as realistic as the way I was taught how
Thank
Harriet
you.
Tubman was.
Thank
Well,
you.
they have to try to sell it. This is
Thank
still
you.
something that.
So
And
with that
you
in
get
mind-
that going because you got a motherfucker that's not
No,
black American.
No
I think
black
they can-
American woman
Right.
is going to play that role
Right.
the way They wanted that role
Thank
play.
you.
Right.
That shit was dumb the fuck
That's the whole
down.
point.
Bro. It was
So you go grab them for a
it was
reason.
so
Orange is the New
extravagant,
Black?
bro. It was so super extravagant.
What's the
Like,
lady from Orange is the
probably
New Black? Crazy ass.
They
What's her name?
probably paid her
Crazy ass.
pennies.
I don't know her name, but I know crazy
They
ass.
paid
What's
her
the new
pennies
guy?
for that shit.
Yeah.
But
Damn
you know
well
what?
she'd have killed that fucking role as hell.
Guess what?
Thank you.
Guess what though? Guess what? They paid her pennies for that shit, and they gave her accolades for that shit. Why? Cause she did that shit.
And nobody else wanted to.
No black American woman would take that role.
But that's the point, Vizzle.
Who is she?
So what are you saying?
movie.
So let me ask-
waste the movie.
But
Yes.
are you saying
You
I
wanna
didn't
know
they
why?
did. Guess
You
what
wanna know
they
why?
did?
You
They
wanna know
put
why?
that
I'm
shit
gonna tell you
out
this. I'm gonna tell you this right now. This how Hollywood been working. Hollywood has been working on the investment of the fan base. Pretty
Yeah.
much, they've been counting on
Come on.
anybody who can invest in the movie itself and the actors playing these movies.
Come on.
That's why movies like Captain Marvel are so fucking successful, and that's why Birds of Prey have fucking sucked ass. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because motherfuckers bandwagon to make Captain Marvel that shit, and motherfuckers was so far against what
Yeah.
they was doing. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. So what I'm saying is
No, I
this.
agree.
So what I'm saying is this. Us as the American movie going, and then whoever's going to provide the motherfucking money to these box office people, you don't think we could have latched on the movie a little harder? We could have latched on the motherfucking Harriet if we didn't knew that an established African. You don't make the movie then.
Exactly.
Don't make the fucking movie.
Exactly.
Right. But that's not what. But when
We've
you
been
got a
beat to
studio,
death.
when you got a studio behind it, it's gonna get made.
That's what I'm saying.
Studio be
studio-
playing a bunch of
The
shit.
studio
they don't bring it
decided.
out.
The studio made the decision at the end of the day.
They be behind
They,
a lot of stuff.
they
Don't bring it out.
probably had a shitload of people saying no. Well, we got to get somebody in here who thirsty enough. That chick over there.
That's the key.
Before that movie
Yes.
make it to any studio,
Absolutely.
before that
But guess
movie make
what?
it to any studio, that movie got to go through a writer. And whoever had
Yes.
developed that motherfucking shit and allowed that to process to happen
Yes.
like that, that's where the problem is.
Well, here's the
Right
thing.
there.
You know how many movies don't even make it to the big screen, and they
We ain't
push.
talking about those.
They not only push that shit to the big screen,
We
but they
ain't talking
gave-
about those.
No, I'm talking about this. They pushed it to the big screen and they gave it accolades. Who the fuck do you know went to the movies
We ain't talking about those.
to see that movie? I'm
You
talking
saw-
about.
you saw
I'm
that?
talking about Harriet.
No, we ain't talking about
Anybody at the table seen that
You
movie?
want to know why?
So let
No.
me ask you, should
And
that
that's
movie
what,
have
and that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you see
Rich,
that
my
movie?
bad.
No. Should that movie
No.
have been made? Did that story need to be told?
That
Harriet.
story?
No.
White folks
Did Harriet story
No.
need to be
It
told?
did.
Harriet's story.
Harriet's
yes.
story, yes, but that
That
depiction,
story?
no,
Absolutely not.
no,
Absolutely not.
it was terrible.
It sucked.
And
But if it was, but
and
if
it
it
only
was,
got made because
but-
you brought a fucking actress over
but
who
if it-
didn't understand her struggle.
but if
You
it
mean the
was a-
story about a black man being the enemy in the movie?
So if it was a good movie,
The black man was the
if
villain in the
if it
movie.
was told,
Did you see the movie?
if it was told, if it was a better story, more realistic story, if it was done by the lady who did it, would you all be approve of that?
No,
If
I
it
don't.
was a good
I don't.
story?
See,
I don't think
he
that'd be a
wouldn't.
problem.
He
No.
wouldn't. And
No, I would. But,
Oh,
but
okay.
what I'm saying is,
Okay.
you keep seeing weak work, and they grabbing these actors for a reason.
Yes.
Like again, I was
Yes.
not on ADOS sad because they was on bullshit. But after watching that shit, I see what they saying.
How much
That
money
part
You
is-
did
grabbing,
at
you
least
grabbing
that part.
these.
See, here's my problem.
You grabbing these motherfuckers to say yes to everything.
So we do
But
know
here's
nobody else
here's
is
my
offering.
problem with that.
We don't know that
Oh,
because we
so
never
I'm
will
saying
know
Here's
that.
my problem with that. It implies that you're mad because you didn't get somebody from over here to be in that bullshit.
No.
Listen to me.
Can I say what I want to say, or you gonna talk for me?
Oh, I'm just want to finish. You're saying that this is a bullshit movie, and I'm mad because Harriet is a bullshit movie. So if you was gonna make some bullshit, you should have had somebody from over here
No.
in that bullshit.
I'm not saying that. What
Okay.
I'm saying is,
That's why I want
you
to
will
clarify.
not pull this off
unless
because it's bullshit, unless you go grab a motherfucker who don't care. You know what I'm saying?
right.
When you grab a motherfucker that don't care, they just say, "I'm like you said, I'm here for the check,
Yeah, I'm here for the check.
so we can do whatever."
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can't tell me you couldn't find a seasoned actress to play Harriet that was born in America, who, like me, every fucking February got told it's the Harriet Tubman story.
And in that
No.
in that same vein,
Right,
I agree with
right. So again, it's a reason why you didn't do it because you knew
you.
I'm finna bring bullshit to the like. Okay, put it like
Yeah.
this. Let's just say they did the Malcolm X story, and in the Malcolm X story, you know, down the line they gonna bring Malcolm X out, and he gonna own a fucking juke joint. He gonna own a fucking rib salon. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
What is a rib salon?
Exactly.
I'm there. Just
You gonna need somebody to say, hey, I'm fine playing that role.
Mm-hmm.
Get what I'm saying? Because somebody else will be like, no, I know the story of Malcolm.
So what you saying?
Malcolm
She was
didn't
like,
do
I'm
that.
British.
I'm not
I never
finna-
went through this shit. Fuck
Right.
it, I'll take
She
this money.
doesn't care.
Right.
But you're telling I mean, come on now. Harriet Tubman was discussed to be on the $20 bill.
Yeah, but at
Right.
the same time,
This ain't no
Harriet
regular-
Tubman was a
This
slave
ain't no regular
female.
woman in
An
American history.
ain't trying to produce nothing.
No. I'm saying in American history, this ain't no regular female.
But any
So you-
agent, any
so
agent that
when
was
you-
worth their money.
Hold on. So when you do this, you're telling history. I
Yes.
never forget the NWA story. Straight out the car. I never forget. First time I saw it, I was geeked. I was hyped. You know what I'm saying? Because I lived that time. I was like, oh shit. The second time I watched it, I said, this
fuck
is
is this?
bullshit.
Mhm.
Because my girl son, he was
I need to hear
18.
this.
He was 18.
I need to hear this.
And he thought everything that happened in that movie was factual. He thought everything on that fucking big screen was true. When I'm like, nah, this didn't happen. This didn't happen.
Hold on.
This didn't happen.
Hold on.
He argued me up and down.
Okay, but hold on.
Wait.
Yes, please.
I'm not done. He argued me up and down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there saying, dude, I was alive when this shit happened. Dre never stood in Death Row Studios saying, this is what we about. Like, I'm trying to explain to him. I'm saying, no, Eazy-E wasn't broke. Eazy-E never had no convo with Jerry Heller. And he's telling me I'm wrong because he's seen it on the big screen.
And also, for me and Yellow, Easy wasn't that fucking dark either.
That true. That
Real
true.
I'm gonna throw that out there. He
But
wasn't that
it's
It's a
like,
miracle of modern
He wasn't that
creation.
but it's like I'm
Eazy-E
sitting
hyped
here.
up.
I'm sitting here arguing with a motherfucking 18-year-old because he's telling me it's got to be true
Well, he saw it
because
on a movie.
he saw it on a movie.
Well, if you
I'm not gonna
making a
argue.
movie like that,
I'm not gonna argue with you.
Well, when you making a movie like that of the NWA, you know there's a strong possibility that was a conversation between Jerry Heller and Eazy-E. All you can do is speculate what was said. It
Yeah,
was a
but you was
conversation.
there. Like you told me. You said I never forget the end because I forgot about it. The whole Ice Cube getting off the escalator and him hollering out lynch mob, and we all knew it was fake. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit didn't happen because we remember Ice Cube ran. When that whole shit happened, he ran, but the movie showed him standing strong, standing tall.
But who?
Because he was part of.
But who
part
made?
of making
Who
the
said?
movie.
Who said I'm gonna stand strong?
That's what I'm
That
saying.
was Ice Cube.
That's what I'm saying.
We following him.
Right? No. I'm not fault. What I'm saying is, I got an 18-year-old arguing me down. I mean, imagine
That the movie is real and your memory is.
imagine a motherfucker argue you down on your first day of high school, and you was there, but somebody made a movie and said this what happened, but you like, no, I was there.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. For me, I don't think any movie like NWA movie, everything is not factual. It's all
True.
portrayed. I even feel that way about documentaries. Because that shit has to go through people who approve that. And
I
if
mean,
they don't want
yeah,
that shit
yeah.
on there, it's not on there. So you have to decipher what's important and what's not important to leave off. So
Small.
I don't, like I said, I don't think any movie is 100% factual. And like I said, if you're dealing with Jerry Heller, who doesn't want to do anything movie, and Eazy-E is dead. However, you do have to have scenes with them too, because they are very important in it. You
But
just
when the
have to
movie
speculate.
becomes factual, that's when the problem kicks in.
No.
Like, think about it like this: the Malcolm X movie versus his book. People take more facts from the movie than the book because they
Because
never
it's
read the
visual.
That's all-
book.
yeah,
Right,
that's
what
all-
I'm saying.
Right.
Visual.
They never read the book.
Because that
Right.
book was hella fucking long. I
Yeah,
read
that
the
book was way
Right,
more
but
than that movie.
but that's when you're dealing with, Spike Lee brings something to the table and say, I'm gonna do this movie about Malcolm X.
And then
True.
he's
The
gonna
powers
go
that be
artistic.
goes to the edit. They like, hey, you could put this in there, but you can't put it in. As Spike Lee,
That's
he
my
had to say
point.
what's more important.
That's my point.
That's anything, though.
Right.
That's anything.
I'm not
dealing
saying it's
with
not, but that's
that,
my point.
That's even to me. That's even that. I'm sorry. Even to me, that's that Malcolm X on Netflix. Same shit.
Yeah, I feel the same.
Some
way. I
shit
feel
they
the
were like,
same
you
way.
could put this shit out, but you can't put this shit out.
Yeah,
Now you decide.
because they didn't include all the FBI
Right.
shit.
Right? They not, and they're not
Yeah.
gonna do
They
that.
didn't include that Malcolm was a fucking escort.
You know what
Huh?
I'm saying?
Oh wow.
What you say?
I said in folks.
You gonna say it in the mic though? You gonna say it just
I
walking
said
away?
They
You know?
didn't include that Malcolm was an escort.
So,
No, they're not
Folks
gonna do
tend
that.
to
so you're
forget
gonna do
that.
that.
The escort to what? Go on, clarify.
Yeah, you
I
not
didn't
gonna
know
sit
that.
down and talk to the mic and
I
quit.
didn't
She had to stand up and put them pants up. They was falling down right.
You do the same damn thing.
Making all
You a
that
3-year
noise.
veteran and you do the same damn thing.
Don't be looking at me in that tone of voice.
And you still gonna do it.
So,
Please,
I
give
like
good
I said,
audio.
this is real interesting. I didn't
Nobody
even
care about what I'm saying.
know about what y'all. But it was
So
interesting
weird,
listening to y'all though. On y'all take. So I'm just asking, like, if an American woman would have did the Harriet movie, we would have been more accepting of it.
Yes, sir.
Because
No,
it seemed like to
it
me the
sucked.
movie was terrible.
Yes,
But I
sir.
think if American Woman with standards, she wouldn't allow this to happen. Like this movie been in the works for the past 10 years
Because nobody wanted to do the dumb shit.
until they found her.
Right.
That's my point.
He
They
was
found
perfect.
her,
And
and
then
then it got promoted.
But the
That's
movie
my
got to get
point.
out though.
It
Every
ain't
one
gotta
of
get
them
out.
Oh, if you put money behind this, saying
Every
look,
one
we
of
No,
want
they
this
do
shit
this
out.
all the time,
I
then.
think they found her also because it took them a while. Like you said, it was in the works for 10 years, and then too she had some kind of troubling tweets about Black Americans that they put out.
The
That she
director.
put out.
No, no, the actor.
No,
She,
her,
yeah, the
yeah,
actor.
yeah.
I
She
seen
did
that. Yeah.
about quote unquote ADOS people.
Mhm.
So they like, well, shit, we can get her to do it since we can't find nobody else, no
Yeah.
regular African American people to do it to do
Somebody had to
this.
be something else.
Right, yeah, and that's how she ended up.
Had to be something else.
How she ended
Like
up.
that.
Nobody else was gonna pick
script.
up that script.
Yeah,
Script.
But
Nobody
that
else.
script been on the
That's what
sideline
I'm
for 10
saying.
years.
Because nobody else
Black as
wanted it.
fuck.
Right,
then
and
she
it's the
come.
reason why. But then she come, okay, let's green light it.
No, it was been green lighted.
No, it wasn't
Nobody
green
wanted
lighted.
it. Shit.
No, they owned that for 10 years.
Nobody wanted it.
No,
So you
nobody
mean
wanted to put to production, which
You mean
means
to
put
tell
money
me
behind it.
Nobody
Angela
in their right
Bassett
mind.
would be the
The-
Black
the-
Panther's mother.
I
but she
believe the
wouldn't be
directors-
Harriet Tubman.
I believe the director said
something
that
like
she was like her choice.
When she got selected for the film,
Yeah.
she was the 4th director selected for that film.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the director who actually got the movie and
Right, so
and
she
did-
figured the best way to get it
So if
get it
you-
going was to get a fucking token.
But my thing is, you said 4th director. That means that they tried to get this shit together 4 times.
Yeah,
That means it's been got the green light.
No,
That's
that-
what I'm saying.
That means it's a whack ass story.
It's a whack
exactly.
ass
It's a
story.
whack ass story. Not a green light, a whack ass story.
Right. But they trying to present a whack ass story. They never got anybody to put in front of it till she came along.
Until a non-black American
Her
said,
dumb
"I do it."
Her dumb ass.
And
Right.
that's why the ADOS is beefing, because they like, y'all keep giving this shit to these non-black Americans
Right.
Who
who
diluting the
don't give a
story.
fuck. Right. Who
No,
don't give
they're
a fuck.
diluting
Right.
the history of the
Exactly.
situation.
Y'all let them tell this bullshit
That's
story.
what it come down to.
Y'all put her in front of here and tell this bullshit story.
Exactly.
When y'all could have had somebody else out here tell this bullshit
You wasn't
story.
trained.
Right, that's what I'm
Shit, every
saying. At the end of the
February,
day, it
yo,
sounds like
I'm-
it's gonna be a bullshit story.
And that's
Yo,
that's
I-
what I can't let
so
go
if
of.
somebody,
But
It's
if
gonna be
you-
a bullshit story.
If you
either way.
grab the actors or actresses to make this story, it can't be bullshit.
Shit,
yeah, it can.
that was some
For
bullshit.
the time, it sounds.
They,
I don't know.
They
the
had
movie,
Harriet
but
like some kind
if
of
y'all saying it was
superhero or
that
some
terrible,
bullshit.
it was nothing that.
No.
Movies get rewritten every day.
We would have called that Black American.
That shit get
actress a
rewritten every
sellout.
day,
That's all I
B.
wanna say.
It get rewritten
Well,
every
Nigga,
day.
they treated Harriet Tubman like Lincoln motherfucking
Vampire.
Abraham Lincoln vampire
There
slave.
you go.
Exactly.
Like, how the fuck you gonna? They just
That's
turned
not
her
exactly
to a
right.
What we
fucking
would have
That's not a
called
good story.
if a Black
That's
American
shit's
actress
horrible.
would have did it, what we would have said.
The
she
black
sold
guy.
out. We
That's
would've
the
said
point.
something like
Corny
that.
ass
The point
So maybe
he's trying
that's
to
why
break
they
up
didn't.
Yeah, shit.
is that African American actress would have never
Yeah,
done this.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And that's where the dispute started. Like,
And the
Yeah.
point is, we want this movie out.
hey, you only
That's
played
no.
this role.
No,
because you was
I'm saying the
dark
people who
skinned
made it.
or
Look,
black
the point
or black
is we want
looking.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
want this movie out. We was gonna do it regardless, and they rewarded her by giving her accolades. She got accolades behind this movie.
Yeah.
We talking
That's my whole
Oscar
point.
nomination.
That's my whole point.
Because she
Was
made
that
the
shit
sacrifice.
Oscar worthy?
No.
Fuck no.
Exactly.
Who you think was
So
the
you
bad
see
guy
how it's
back
get
then?
controlled then.
Black man or
Yes.
white man?
It's get controlled then.
Yes,
That's
the
the
whole
whole
thing-
point
They
of the
made the
shit.
bad
The whole
guy
shit
a
is rigged.
black man.
Right,
When
the
you read
whole
that script,
movie-
you like, what the fuck?
The whole shit is rigged.
The black man was evil. The white man was a friend.
You read the script
They
like, who
wanted
the
to
fuck?
get, but they
Well,
wanted to get that
Every
on the big
slavery
screen.
movie had the benevolent white man.
Exactly.
But
So
that's
you doing the
everywhere.
same
Yeah,
thing
but
back
they
then.
Everything.
never had the evil villain
Being a
until
black man.
fucking what's that shit with DiCaprio and
Yeah,
fucking Sam
Steven.
Jackson?
Django.
Steven?
That Django shit.
Yeah.
Steven?
You never seen it like that before.
That
Well,
shit
he
was
wasn't
good.
even evil as this motherfucker.
Who? Oh, the black dude.
Yeah.
No, he was the
Django
villain.
Versus this motherfucker, like that Steven character, he wasn't as easy as this evil as this motherfucker.
This motherfucker that
This
was the villain.
motherfucker was the villain.
Yeah, the villain from.
He
yeah.
was Thanos.
Yeah.
I was
Damn.
tired of slavery movies.
Damn,
I'm
he
tired.
Thanos.
That's right.
I mean,
man.
well,
That's-
am I lying,
That's
though?
problem
I'm
number
tired
one.
of looking at
That's
it.
problem number one.
He
I
was
think
very
it's a slavery
vicious.
movie.
He was Thanos.
He was extremely vicious for a
Yeah.
black man.
He was Thanos.
Like he just wanted to survive and fuck whoever wanted to fucking survive
Exactly.
with him. Fuck y'all. That's how it seemed.
That shit was.
We was the black guy, the bad guy in that movie. The heroine was just another woman. It wasn't a black woman. It wasn't Harriet fucking Tubman that we've been raised to every fucking February for the duration of your life. That is the fucking heroine of our fucking civilization, of our society. This is Harriet fucking Tubman.
Yeah, and this was.
She damn near might as well been killing vampires. Like for real.
Pretty much.
Well, they always depicted her as a killer. The
No.
only picture you got.
No,
was
we
of-
depicted her as peaceful and
No,
a
you
spy.
didn't. No, you
Secretive,
didn't.
No, you
moving
didn't.
around.
No, you
No,
did.
you didn't.
You saw Harriet Tubman. You like this
Sounds
motherfucker was a
like-
rat.
Nigga, it's
James
called the
Bond.
Underground
The
Railroad.
one picture
That
you
means
got
you
of
can't
her
do
is
no
what?
kind of
Picture Jordan.
extravagant
That's the only
shit to
picture you
blow
got
up this
of her.
railroad. This shit
No.
is underground.
I
That's
didn't never.
had
I've
her as a
always
killer.
known that
If
she
they
was
showed the part
a
she got hit by the rock.
motherfucking killer.
Yeah.
She was the motherfucker that hit me with the
movie,
movie.
In the
No,
movie,
for the majority,
These
motherfuckers
stories-
did not
the-
know she was a killer.
bro, the reason why this shit is so
What is y'all
extravagant to
depict
you.
her as?
No, the reason
So
why
I
this
think
shit is
she
so.
was docile.
No, not
moving
docile,
around.
but just very
Yes.
fucking clandestine.
Yes.
Like very covert. We didn't think she was killing motherfuckers randomly. So like nobody's supposed to know about this,
Yeah.
this railroad.
It's some
So you're
secret
supposed to be
shit.
quiet.
Yeah.
You don't kill motherfuckers and bring heat to the fucking
Where
railroad.
y'all get that
Like,
from?
That's every
Nigga, that's
slave-
how I felt
that's
about
every
it my
slave-
whole
Where did you
life.
get
That's
it
every
from?
slave
I'm just saying,
instinct I
this
done
is how-
seen depicted on TV.
This is how I felt
Yeah.
about it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it was
because
called,
They wasn't her.
bro,
That's
bro,
all.
bro. Hands down.
I ain't seen
Listen,
the movie.
listen,
I ain't seen
listen.
it.
Just listen to the
Shit,
simplicity of it. It was called the Underground Railroad.
People really think it was an actual rail
right?
road.
People think it was
Y'all
underground,
don't
like motherfuckers
understand
was caught
that.
it through.
No,
like this
no.
was rat
Like
tunnels
real
through
trains
fucking
and
Vietnam
What I'm
type shit.
asking is what
What made y'all
what made you
right,
think
that
that she was
That was the
docile?
that was the portrayal that we were taught
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
fucking Black History Month.
I didn't learn
by
about the
white
real-
people.
That shit.
I
I'm telling
didn't.
you.
My black ass teachers
Now-
didn't teach
now-
me.
You
You
had
probably
black
got-
ass teachers.
No,
Right.
you probably
We
got
didn't have black teachers.
was
you probably got Martin Luther
was
King
That's what I'm
being
saying. That's the
down.
suburban
I
shit,
didn't-
bro.
You know,
Yeah.
that's kind of like saying Malcolm X was down. No, they
Yeah,
ain't. They ain't paint that
I
picture
didn't.
of him.
I
but they
didn't
did.
learn
They
about
never
the real
painted that
Harriet
picture of Malcolm
Tubman
X.
until
Malcolm
I was
X was a
14
bad
years
guy.
old.
Malcolm X was the bad guy.
14.
Martin Luther King was the good
Was
guy.
the good guy? Yep.
Okay,
I
so
can
we
get
got that.
that.
But back to
Harriet
Harriet
Tubman and motherfucking what's up on the bus?
So at
Rosa
14, you
Rosa
said
Parks was a bad guy.
you said at 14.
Really?
Yes, that's
At
how they
14.
portrayed it.
That's
to
when
us.
you realized
We
that
knew
she
better.
was who she really was.
Wow.
No, at 14 I learned the truth.
That she was.
She was a motherfucking
She's badass.
chick that carried a pistol and was like,
She was still a kid,
Right.
So, you
but,
know.
but no,
I mean, that
no,
was
but
escaping from
understand
slaves.
this, though,
I'm pretty
understand
sure she had
I went
something
to
protect
I went to
her.
a black school. We sung that "My Country Tis the Thee" every fucking day, and I never got told the real Harriet from
Maybe 'cause-
kindergarten
maybe 'cause you
until
were-
8th
you were-
grade.
You were probably still children.
No, but I'm in school though. Every fucking February they gave us these cards. I call them basketball cards.
That's when we got
And-
the details.
Exactly.
We knew about it all the time.
Right.
We got the details.
I didn't
But
learn
the
about her
details
till
that
I
they
What I got
graduated
from
from
this is what I got
8th
from
grade.
her. Whenever I heard about Harriet Tubman, was she led people to the Underground Railroad, and they showed the picture of her and that gun, and that
That's
was
all I need
just
to
she
see, like-
fierce.
Like she ain't play no game.
They didn't show anything with her sitting next to somebody like they having a
Hey,
good conversation.
I didn't
me-
learn she had a
for
gun
me-
until I was 14.
Bro,
I'm
So
telling
you never
the
seen
truth.
the picture.
From day one, I
I
knew she
seen
had a
it
gun.
14.
I seen the pictures that they showed me.
I only seen one picture other.
Yeah, I didn't see this new picture.
I've never seen.
And
I've
she
seen
look
one
like Aunt
picture
Jemima.
of her with her with that gun.
And she like Aunt Jemima.
No,
I
the
just
picture I
always
seen was just
assumed
her
she
with the
had a
fucking
weapon
bonnet on and
because
sitting
she
there.
was,
I've never
freeing
seen a
slaves.
picture with her.
Even as a short,
She
I
was
just
a
always
straight hero.
assumed she had a weapon.
Right.
Hero.
But I'm
Because
telling
she
you
was
what I
good.
was
Like,
taught.
Heroin.
With the gun.
I'm
With
telling
the
you,
gun.
I'm telling you what I was taught.
But
Heroin.
apparently, like I haven't seen it, but apparently the way y'all depicting it though, there's a level of over exaggeration.
Yeah, like she had
What the
mystical
fuck?
powers.
Right.
Oh, in
Yeah.
the movie, yes.
Yeah.
The
Like
movie, the movie
Yeah.
made her seem like Abraham Lincoln vampire.
Yeah.
Hey, that was my shit though.
All right, y'all. We coming up on time, man. Thank y'all for tuning in again.
I'm gonna
Thank you. Check out the website www.stezoradio.com, and we out.
He freaked.